afternoon, class. We are going to be looking at lesson 5 of chapter 13, which is inequalities. First, we need to just review what each of these symbols means. Remember the trick for this one. This one means less than. And if you ever have difficulty remembering which one is which, remember that this, if you hold up your hands, the one that makes the L for less than, that's your symbol for less than. So this one, if we were to turn it, it would kind of look like an L. So that's our less than sign. So then this one is greater, greater than, excuse me. This one is less than or equal to, that line on the bottom means or equal to. And then the bottom one is greater than or equal to. Okay? Now, we are going to look at how do you solve for an inequality, which is basically the same steps that we've been doing to solve for a one or two step equation. The only difference is you have greater than or less than or greater than or equal to or less than or equal to sign in place of that equal to. But you still do the same thing. Leave the inequality symbol the same. So any of these symbols you have in your inequality or equation with that inequality symbol, you're just going to leave it the same. You don't need to change it, move it around, just leave it exactly like it is. How do you know when to use an open or closed circle when you plot the answer on an answer line or a number line? With the inequalities, there's an extra step. Once you solve the inequality, you're going to have something like x is greater than 5. You have to plot that on a number line because you can have more than one answer for that. So on the number line, if you have just greater than or less than symbols with no equal to at the bottom, you use an open circle on the number line. If you have the equal to sign underneath, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, you use a closed circle. So these two, we use a closed or filled in circle. You fill it in. Okay? Let's look at example 1. We have s minus 21 is greater than or equal to 30. So first we just solve it like a normal equation, except we have this symbol instead of equal to. So we divide it in half here. We add 21 to both sides of the equation to get the s by itself. That cancels out. We leave my sign the same. We don't change that at all. And then we add. So s is greater than or equal to 51. We just said on the previous screen that if we have the equal to underneath, we use a closed circle. So, we're going to make a number line here, and you don't have to have every single number 0 to 51 or on the other side 0 to negative 51. Just put some numbers on here. We'll put 50, 51, 52, 53. Okay, that's good enough. We know that the numbers going this way are increasing and the ones going that way are decreasing. So here's our number line. And we are going to put a circle, and we need to close it up because we just said if it's equal to or greater than or less than, you put the closed circle or the, colored in circle, however you want to say it. So at 51, we're putting a circle, we're plotting that point at 51. coloring it in because we have the equal to there. That means that 51 is included. S is greater than or equal to 51. So S can be 51, S could be 52, S could be 53, S could be 55, S can be any number that's 51 or larger. So then I shade in this side of my number line, which means that S can be any number from 51 all the way to, infinity. It just keeps going and going and going and going. So any number that is on this side of 51 could be a solution to this problem. Okay, our next problem, 4 plus k is less than 12. So we need to get k by itself, so I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides of the equation. We're just separating it down here. K equals, whoops, they already made a mistake there. It should be less than, not equals. 12 minus 4 is 8. So k is less than 8 is my solution. Put this one up here. Now I need to plot this on a number line to show what are the possible solutions for this. K, whatever k is, has to be less than 8. So I need to make a number line. I'll put a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm going to plot 8. Is it going to be an open or closed circle? We have just less than, and we said before, if it's just less than or greater than, we have an open circle. So at 8, I have an open circle because it's just less than. Open circle, k is less than 8. So any number less than 8. So then I'm going to shade this in, going that way. So any number less than 8, not including 8, it has to be less than 8. So 7.9 would count. 7.2 would count. 8.0, no, doesn't count because it can't be 8 or bigger. It has to be less than 8. Let's look at example 3. M plus 1 is less than 18. So we solve for m. Minus 1, minus 1. M is less than 17. So now I'm ready to make my number line. I'll put 15, 16, 17, 18. I have just less than, so I need a, what kind of circle? An open circle. Good. So at 17, I have an open circle. And then I'm going to shade in m is less than 17. So number is less than 17. Not including 17, but less than. So all of these numbers going in that direction. Then we have example 4. M divided by 29 is less than or equal to 5. We have a division problem here. We want to do the opposite, which is multiplication. You're left with n is less than or equal to 29 times 5. 145. Okay. We have less than or equal to, so what kind of number or circle do we need to put at 145? Is it going to be open or closed? Let's put 144, 145, 146. Okay. It is going to be closed because we have the equal to the line underneath there. So 145, we have a closed circle, n is less than or equal to, so less than are the numbers that are smaller than 145. So we're going in that direction. So any number that's 145 or less would make that, would be a solution for that problem. Okay, tomorrow in class we're going to work on some more of these types of problems and continue to graph those on the number line.